Vianney?
By now, I'm at here, and it's cold too. I'm kind of, as you can see,
Yes.
I'm really cold right now.
Nice. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am here with Annie and Elton to discuss about chapter 10 and change. I am replacing Wesley in this night, in this cold Friday night, okay? So I'd like to present Talk and Talk for you that if you are watching us on YouTube. Here it's a platform to practice some language such as English, Spanish, in French. This is not a class, this is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher. I am here to develop my speaking skills. I am a student as well, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. We are in a safe place to do it. Here we don't have judgment, we don't have correction, but we learn a lot by practicing and by observing the other people talking, okay? So basically that's it. If you want to know more about this platform, please go to our website, talkandtalk.com.br, and there you will find more information. We always start the presentation by the immersion by self presentation. So, Annie, would you like to start, please?
Well, of course. Good night, everyone. My name is Annie. I'm 25 years old. I'm a geophysicist, and I'm enthusiastic in studying another languages. Have been a while since my last time in Talk and Talk. This is my coming, like a welcome to Talk and Talk again, and it's really great to be here to with again practicing and knowing other people.
Nice. Welcome aboard again, Annie. Thanks so much for sharing. What about you, Elton?
Well, I'm a host here as well. And I am a guy that I like to do outdoor activities. I'm a software developer. What else? I don't know. Today I am with a few words, and yeah, that's enough, guys.
Because of the weather, the cold weather,
Yeah,
can
I
see
think
your
so.
speech.
I think so.
Nice, Elton. Thank you. And about myself, guys, I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo. It's not so cold here. It's about 18 degrees. It's a good one, but I like the cold weather. I am administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. I've been attending on Talk and Talk since October 2021, and as a host since October no, since February 2023. But I still need to improve my speaking skills. Because of this, I am here every day. Okay? So let's start the conversation, guys. Annie, would you like to read and answer the question number one, please?
Well, of course. Which stage of your life so far has shaped you the most, and why? Wow. Um, has Actually, I was expecting to how to rather like respond the first question because I was thinking for the answer. Um, well, normally we think about our childhood as the stage of our life that you change the most.
Mhm.
But actually, I think that the stage that are shaping me, because for me it's a process. It's the present. I've kind of changed my life a lot. That's kind of why I live Talk and Talk. I was living in Salvador. By now, I'm living in Rio. I've changed. I've changed everything, and I'm living by myself. And it's really different to be alone and a part of your family. And I do think that this is showing me some parts of me I wasn't that wasn't so clear. I'm defining some stuff that actually was not really seen. Am I clear? I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Because I think that when you're alone and thinking by yourself, you're kind of free to think what you what you think that it's important, and are able to really understand what is you and what is the influence of your family.
Mhm.
I think that's it.
Nice, and it's a great achievement, right? To live by yourself in Rio de Janeiro. What do you
Uh,
think about?
uh, I think it's good. It was a big, I forgot the name for it. When you achieve something important, a great achievement.
Go, milestone? Yeah.
Go. Could be a go. Great go.
Nice, nice. Congrats, Annie, because it's not easy. I know that. And I don't know, it's interesting that you said because when we pass through some changes in our lives, it's always good because we start learning more about ourselves. I don't know if you agree with me, you know. So every time that something changing in my life, and I am a person that don't like so much change it, the first think, the first step for me, it's, oh, I don't want it, you know. I not accept, but then it's necessary because the life is made of changes, you know. So we need to adapt of the circumstances, but it's really nice because we always learning something, so it's interesting, learn and learn about ourselves as well. Thank you, Annie. What about you, Elton?
Well, good question. Maybe, I really believe that I had a lot of stages in my life, and one of them that really shaped me a lot. It was when I became father, and it changed a lot my mind because I was so young. I had I was 18 years old,
Wow.
and I needed to get more responsibility. I needed to be more responsible, for my actions, because uh, from there I needed to deal with that, like, yo, now I have someone that depends on me, like, yo, now I need to earn money, I need to help, isn't not just me, and I really I have this feeling, that it changed me a lot. And after that, like when I grew, I got more ages, I have the feeling that with the ages I could get more maturity, and now I'm with 32, and now I'm feeling that maybe I am starting to I'm starting believing that the 30s years it can be the better stage of your life, because now I'm seeing uh, the results, like I'm starting feeling the stability, uh, and I am really excited,
Mhm.
because I don't know how can I explain better, I'm trying here, but um, I'm a kind of guy that I like to change my mind. I like to be a good listener, and I really believe that I am all the time changing. I'm all the time getting experience, and yeah. I really believe that my whole life it was a school, and even nowadays, um, we are eternal students. We are, we need to learn. We will die and we will not know everything. Yeah, that's enough.
Good, 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 good answer, Elton. And you are so young, right? 30 years old, it's so young. I wish I could return to my 30s with this mind that I have now. Of course, I have just considered myself, how can I say, a responsible person. Since I was a kid, guys, I remember that when I was 7 years old, I was a responsible kid, and I don't know why. And I am an only child. Maybe it can improve. Can improve. Yeah. Can improve. No, can increase. Yeah, increase a little.
Increase.
Just increase. Yeah. This feeling that I have, because it's just me. I needed to do everything, you know. So I always been a responsible person, and I like that. For me, it's the best point about my personality. I am really
It's a
responsible.
quality.
It's a
It's a
quality,
really a
yes.
quality.
Thank you, Annie. So, but I don't know. I think the stage that shaped me the most was when I was, I don't know, in my teenagehood, because I could understand. Oh, I want my things. I was no. I'm continuing a poor girl, and my mom didn't have the so much money to give me everything, even though I am a only child. And when I see myself in a situation that I want to buy things, what I I will need to do. So I started working with 15, and since that, I've never
Wow.
stopped. So I believe that it was the stage of my life that shaped me the most, because I gained more confidence, more responsibility, even though I've already a responsible person. But when you are working, you need to wake up early, you need to have this perception about responsibility in another way. So it's really a challenge to do it with 15 years old, because if you don't want, I don't want to go to this place today. Okay, you are younger, you can do it. But in my mind, no, I need to go because I have a compromise. So it's really good, Shaped me a lot, I think, this period of my life, this stage of my life. And I am
Yeah,
really proud of myself, to be honest. Go ahead, Elton.
nice. You told us about you got responsibly uh, soon, and I really believe that for woman it is common, it is you, I don't know, but you have an easier way to become better, younger than us, I think. I don't know, maybe, because when the girls they are playing, they are young, they are playing as a mother, as a house owner, and maybe it is this kind of thing help you to become to know how to deal better, with
Mhm,
the life situations. I have one more moment that I think that shaped me a lot. It was when I lost my grandmother, you know,
mhm,
because I had the feeling. I believe. I mean, now I have the feeling nowadays yet that I couldn't give back, the effort. I couldn't give a better life for for her, for his, you know,
mhm,
like I'd like to give a house or a good, a comfortable, comfortable
mhm,
life, and I couldn't, but it helped me a lot to get out to got out the comfort zone, like, oh, now I need to run. I have my mother, I can help and I need to wake up. And yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, this is a good point because sometimes depending on the things that we are passing through, we need to get the responsibility somehow, and this kind of things make us strong as well, right, Elton? It's not
Yeah,
easy to see yourself in a situation that you need to work, or you need to command your house, this kind of things. So I believe that we can grow a lot with this kind of situation, and it's good because uh, everything, even it's bad or good, everything that we pass it through in this life is for our um, learning. So I appreciate a lot. I don't see more the bad things like, oh, I try to see the good side of the bad things. I don't know if you understand that because you need to pass through, so sometimes you just need to accept that can be more um, light for you to pass through this. That's it.
nice.
Would you like to add something, Annie, or we can move on for the other question?
I think that we can move on.
Okay, so let's go. Elton, I think it's your turn now to read and answer the question number two.
Yeah, sure. Do you feel like you are in a moment of transition, stability, or discovery right now? Um, Maybe I am. I'm starting enjoy the stability stage. Uh, yeah, I feel that I really believe that the efforts that I did in the past, I am starting to see the results, and now I can really enjoy, my adult phase. I think. I don't know. It's a hard question as well, but I think that. How about
Yeah, I
you?
agree. I agree with you. It's a hard question. And maybe I could say, I don't know, I think I am feeling everything, guys. Transition, stability, and discovering a new Andrea as well, because uh, since I started working with 15, I lost a lot of I lost a important period of my life. My teenagehood, for example, I started working in a restaurant when I was 18 years old, and I left this restaurant when I was almost 30, you know. And I used to work a lot, and during the night. I entered in this restaurant at 6 p.m. And I didn't have time to go to my house, for example. So my teenagehood I completely lost in working. So nowadays I catch myself doing the things that I should have done with this age, 18, 19, no, 20s. So I have a really younger mind. I am not saying that I am not responsible, okay, guys. I have just a younger mind. I like to enjoy my life. I like to go to concert because I've always needed to work a lot. So maybe now, when since I have this possibility, I've been discovering myself because I think I am more courageous because I used to depending on the other people go to go out, for example. And nowadays I go to places to concert by myself. It's not a problem, and I have never thought about it, to do it. So it's really good. Stability as well, because I'm 47. I'm continuing work, of course. I am not a rich person, but I don't know. I have my own apartment, I have my motorcycle, so it's nice when you see yourself in a stage that, oh, okay, now maybe I can choose other thing because I have a kind of stability. So basically, it's that. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
just to add something, I think like you know, I'm not rich, a rich guy, but I worked a lot, in two jobs. Like I work as a deliverer, with motorcycle. I worked like that more than 10 years. And here in São Paulo, we know that we have a lot of deliverers guys, and I was one of them. And I work at night as well in a pizzeria, Uh, so now I can really enjoy my life working in just one job, For me, it is a reason for happiness, Like I don't need to work in two jobs. I have time. Uh, I really believe that's the best part of that is that I have time, you know. I can join my daughter. I can go to a park on weekends. I can go out, during the week at night nowadays, And before it wasn't impossible, And I'm talking about it, not about money, And
Exactly.
yeah, sometimes small things can can bring, a meaning of stability, of success, And yeah, just
Yes,
a
good
mention.
point. Yes, no, really nice, Elton, really nice. I think the most important is that, to have our time, because I didn't have time as well when I was younger, and nowadays I have, so I try to uh
Enjoy.
enjoy, yes, enjoy a lot, so as that's it. What about you, Annie? We were talking a lot, sorry about that.
No, no, it's totally fine. I like to understand other people's perspectives. And it's really interesting what you said, that I do think that the really great point of stability, it's what you have to give up to achieve it. And it's really tough. It's really tough. And well, I'm not rich either, but my situation was kind of easier than you. um, I'm a student, full time student since every day, since all my life, and but also for achieve where I am now, I think that I had to give up of a lot of moments in my life that I kind of miss sometimes. And when I talk to my other friends that did really enjoy their moments, I feel like, oh my god, it did nothing in my life. I have no experience with a lot of selves. I didn't know this place. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't went to that party. I didn't know this person. I don't know this song. It's you feel kind of behind. You feel kind of behind, and sometimes I don't know the word for it in English, but you feel like you are tapado, like you are kind of dumb. I don't think that dumb, but it's a better word. And well, I think also that you, you're kind of your life. You have to use percentages, because I don't think that you're always in a period of stability unless you're really great rich, or
Mhm.
but if you're not, you're always passing through a transition, a discovery moment, a certain kind of sense of stability. I do think that you're always passing through all these stages, one more, one less, you know. That's my point.
Yeah, it's interesting. Annie, how old are you? Just sorry to ask it.
Oh, totally fine. I'm 25.
25. Oh, you are so young, you know. And for example, you said that maybe you are dumb because you don't have some kind of experience, but you are improving your future. And it's
Of
really
course.
important because sometimes I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I could have studied more, because as I
Yes.
said, I needed to work. I finished my studies, but I didn't do a college. I started twice and I give up because I didn't have motivation. And then when I am 47 and I think about that, I needed to do a college with 47 years old, So it's something that I regret because I should have done it before. But at the same time, I was working. I was not living my life like going to concerts, going to different places when we see the teenagers doing nowadays, It was a different situation. But sometimes I really regret about it. I should have studied more, I don't know
Andrea,
if you got my point.
Yeah, I think the
Andrea,
same.
there's something. I really do think that I had a awesome creation. I think my parents a lot. And my dad used to say that you always have something in life to be frustrated.
Yeah.
And this was all in my head. Out everything that you have done in your life um, had was some um, great step to you achieve what you already got today. This stability, your house, your motorcycle, you are able to enjoy your life now. And at the same time that I feel kind of dumb, I do understand the necessity of give up of some experiences. So it's important to understand what is a priority in your life. As Elton said, he had a son, had to take care, had to pay attention to the other stuff that if he doesn't have, he wouldn't. But have something important in your life and have it clarified in your mind. I do think that it's kind of the word, it's consolo.
Hmm.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Good
Can
point.
be, and it's great to look at yourself behind and see how much you grown
Yeah.
and see how much you had to give up, and by now you don't have to give up about anything
Yeah.
because you're already done what you have to do. This is
Wow.
great, guys. It's
Yes.
great.
Yes. Wow. Really good answer, Annie. And
Thank you.
because, as you said, we always have something to complain, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes we don't
Oh man.
realize how much good things we have done,
Yeah,
I need to be proud of myself because I am a black woman. I am here speaking English with you.
of course.
It's really
Amazingly,
difficult sometimes, right? So
amazingly conducting perfectly. Oh,
yeah,
wow, that's amazing. You achieved a lot. You
yeah,
have to be proud of yourself.
yeah. Good. You changed my mind, Annie. Thanks so much. Go ahead, Elton.
Whoa,
I don't know, but sometimes I think like Annie, I have the same feeling, like I could study more when I was young, but I like to think that I needed to be like I was, because it shaped me. I am who I am today because in the past I did a lot of things, I had those behaviors, you know. And nowadays I'm a kind of guy that I think a lot about study, about be a better professional, a better father, a better human being, a better son, I mean. And yeah, maybe, when I was younger, I enjoyed a lot. I went to a lot of parties. I really enjoyed the life, Um and I like to think that it shaped me a lot. Because, when we start when we start comparing ourselves with others, like I have some friends that when they were young, they were like, oh, good students, um, and nowadays they are really enjoy the life, like I did it in the past, and they are doing that now because, it's like each one has your own journey. I mean, like, oh, uh, it's a hard thing to explain, but I really believe that we can't complain about our past. We need to take a lesson about it, and we need to move on to go ahead, and every experience is a valid experience, a valid lesson.
Yes, totally agree with you, Elton. Totally agree. We compare ourselves so much, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But I believe that we are doing great, guys, for sure. I think we have time for one more question, guys. Annie, would you like to choose a question that you think it's interesting to answer?
Let
It's up
me
to you.
see. Um, I did like the question number 9.
Go ahead, please.
What helps you accept the natural changes and in cycles of your life? Well, there is some stuff that I choose this question because I do think there's a link between all you have talked today,
Mhm.
and I think that you start to accept the natural changes when you understand that you don't have control. When you understand that, of course, there are certain aspects of your life that you cannot control, and what you can control is what you can do and administrating what you feel. I do think that when you be your own comfort, I do think that it can be like a full total exception. Of course, there are another stuff that helps to accept. A great family, to have a partner, a
Mhm.
son, to have a pet. You really have objectives in life and understanding that there are obstacles and it's not something linear. You have to pass through a lot to achieve what you want. And when you understand how life is and you accept that you don't have control of everything, accepting that changing are, I will not say that it's easy, but it's become a little bit more acceptable.
I totally agree with you. As I said before, I think we need to accept because depending on the situation, it can turn the situation lighter, you know. You are passing through. There is no other thing that you it's possible to do. So just accept that. And other thing that I believe that it's important in this question, what helps you accept the natural changes and cycles of life. Sometimes we push ourselves too hard, you know, we don't want to fail. And guys, all the moment we are fail somehow, you know. So you fail, try again. You fail again, try again, you know. So think about your goals, what you want to your future. um, can be easier, I believe. I don't know. What do you think, Elton? Difficult question, oh my gosh.
A lot. I was thinking here, and I don't know. Some moments of my life, I started to be a positive guy. I like to say in a lot of immersions here, I'm trying to think positive. I try to get the best of the problems, the lesson. And I don't know, maybe my mother helped me a lot with that, because um, she's a person that, when she has a problem, she has a problem, I mean, she says, "Oh, don't worry, God will provide," And I have this phrase with me, and I like to say that, and I just trust, I know I could realize that when I am sick, it is not so bad because when I'm good, I can really enjoy, like,
Mhm.
oh, I can breathe, I am willing, I can see a beautiful day, I can really enjoy the good days, the beautiful days because I passed bad days. Like I got sick and I can now enjoy that I'm healthy. Like we need bad days because sometimes we forgot how good can be uh, your normal days. I mean, like our normal days can be some kinds of privilege for someone,
Yeah,
and we need to think about it.
yeah,
Sometimes we are not enjoying our normal days because, oh, I want to go to that restaurant. I want to travel to that place, And there are a lot of guys in a hospital, in a lot of places, that they would like to have the same life as us, you know? And sometimes we need to take this kind of reflection.
Yes, I totally agree, Elton, and I think it's really important, right, guys? Because I always like to say that the most important thing that we have is our healthy.
Yeah.
Because if you have a good healthy, it's possible for you to achieve everything that you want. Just believe in yourself and working hard for it. But if you don't have healthy, you can change the weather, right, guys? So we need to
Yeah,
value it a lot, you know. And sometimes, as you said, you don't think about the others that don't have the same opportunity as us, you know. So it's important.
currently I'm shape myself to do that, like I'm pushing myself to do things that I have fear,
Hmm.
like speak in public, for a group of persons. And of course, here on the Talk, it helped me a lot already. But nowadays I'm trying to do that I can say, in the real world, in a real place, like in an event, and I could do that this year.
Nice.
I'm
Congrats. Go ahead, go
thank
ahead.
you. No, just to say that I faced this challenge.
And it's about confidence, Elton. When you gain confidence, even though it will be not all the moment that you feel confident, but your mind, I don't know, started thinking in another way. Oh, I am not confident, but I will pretend that I am confident and just do it. And, okay, forget about. And then you start to think, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I say it because I am passing through these things, guys. I made I make a lot of mistakes speaking English, but okay, I can communicate and it's not a
Yeah,
problem anymore. So because of the
maybe
confidence,
maybe the
confidence, yeah.
regrets in the future will be worse.
Exactly. Exactly. Totally agree.
We need to try.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we don't have more time. Unfortunately, it was a deep conversation. I really like it. I will go to my bed thinking about the Annie's answer. Thanks so much, Annie. I love it, your answer. And that's it, guys. Do you like to say something?
Well, thank you for all this reception. Really was an amazing conversation, and I hope that we can talk again on another day.
It was
Nice.
a
Thank you
pleasure,
so
guys.
much. Thank you, guys. Have a great night and see you around. Bye bye.
Bye bye.